Welcome to the KMC Collective Podcast, where the KMC team brings you practical insights, creative ideas, and authentic conversations for children's ministry leaders. Each conversation is packed with strategies to help you lead with clarity, build strong teams, nurture families, and stay healthy in the process. Whether you're planning lessons, training volunteers, or seeking encouragement for the week ahead, this podcast is for you. We hope to make you laugh, cry, think, and maybe a bit of all three in each of our weekly conversations. This is the KMC Collective Podcast. Let's jump into the conversation.
All right, and welcome to Season 3, Episode 1, my friends. We're back.
All right. We're back.
All right, and so let me ask Yeah, I missed
Same.
you guys too. I miss it. The recording sessions are some of my highlights of my week. That's for sure. So
There you go.
well, let's kick this off because we want to give everybody an opportunity to hear what we've been working on during our little pause. And so let's obviously kick it off with the question. Have you ever ended up on a Sunday morning or really Sunday afternoon feeling like you're the only person holding everything together? Well, we want you to know that you don't need to think about like that anymore. We want you to realize that this podcast and our team is so committed to the kids ministry community that we're building 40 conversations into our next season that are going to help you rethink about how you are as a leader. We're going to be talking about recruiting. We're going to be talking about resting. We're going to be talking about curriculum. We're going to be talking about special needs. We got so much coming. And so I can't wait to dive in. So welcome back, friends, to the KMC Collective Podcast. I'm Tom.
I'm Cole.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Vicky, and welcome to Season 3, y'all.
All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let's go.
All right. So let's give everybody, and this is going to be a little different episode if you're a regular listener or a watcher to our YouTube channel, because we're just going to kind of go all over the place. We're going to do a lot of rapid fire chit chat, but we want to give you a preview of what's coming. But also, we kind of want to talk about what we've learned over the last season too, and have a little fun. So, one of the things that I'm excited about is helping leaders gain confidence. We talk about healthy leaders, healthy teams, healthy ministries. But as we're rethinking things, one of the things that we really want to start focusing on is helping leaders be more confident in their recruiting, confident in their leading up with senior leaders and all that. I want to know, what are some of the things that you guys struggled with in confidence areas of leadership, and what did you do to build your confidence?
Let's see, how much time do you have, Tom?
Yeah. You said you didn't want to go as long as...
Yeah, this is supposed to be a short episode.
This is gonna be a short one.
quick
We're
questions.
going to start with this question.
I'll be quick. I just had this conversation with someone today. I thought I had to have all the right answers. And I thought if I didn't have all the right answers, that I was lacking confidence. And it was just the opposite. When I realized that if I didn't have the right answer, all I needed to say was, not sure about that. Let me get back with you. My confidence in ministry went through the roof. And it was a game changer in my confidence to be able just to have the ability and humility, security to be able to say, I don't have the answer. Let me get back with you.
That's good. Woo, that's gold already. But look at this Season 3 entry and Vicky's mic dropping already.
Yeah, so mine's kind of like Vicky's. It's not exactly, but I always, and still to this day, a little bit struggle with imposter syndrome. Like, who am I to be put in this leadership position type deal? But after having conversations with mentors and leaders and actually a Christian counselor, affirmed me and said, "Hey, listen, like this is what God's created you to do. You don't have to sit there and like lean in on your own understanding, your own stuff. You lean in on God, and God's going to equip you to do it." And so for me, when I realized you don't have to think about yourself like, as an imposter, like I can't do this. Like God's got my back. God's equipping me. And as I move along in this ministry, God has totally stepped up and delivered every single time when I knew I couldn't do it. So for me, that's mine.
That's good.
So good.
That's good.
Man, coming in third in this thing is a hard one.
There's a reason I jumped right on it, Ben.
Everybody takes the good answers. But here's my answer. And I think this past season really grew me with confidence. And like, I got a chance to tell a kid about Jesus. I need to take it. I'm not here to entertain them. I'm not here to just make sure we have the right kind of curriculum. I'm not here to make sure that the kids are having fun. Like, I want them to do all that. I want them to have a curriculum that helps them connect to Jesus. But at the end of the day, like, I have a kid for a specific season. I got to do my job. And so for me, like, the confidence to just do it, Nike. I need to focus in on making sure that they leave knowing that Jesus loves them, that they're a child of God, and that whatever we leave out on the plate, make it so memorable that they don't forget it when they get a teenager, adult. Like, I want to make sure that the gospel, that the word of God, that Jesus' love, that just remains. And far too long did I focus on other things. But man, we had some good like guests at the virtual roundtable last season that like, man, that challenged me big time. And I'm looking forward to this season for sure.
Yeah.
You go third and you think that we've taken the good answers, and then you just mic drop the gospel. Okay.
You can't go wrong.
We'll take
with
the gospel
Jesus.
answer.
You can't go wrong if you just throw Jesus out there.
Kids Ministry 101.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean,
what about you, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. For me, it came down to, I mean, because for the longest time, I think I got so stuck in comparison that, like Cole, that comparison pushed me to imposter syndrome, because I used to go to conferences and look at all these people and go, wow, their ministries are spectacular. They're so organized and they've got their they've got to have full volunteers and a big budget. And I just looked at that and I'm going, man, I'm in a small church. I've got 150 people, got 25 kids. I got 3 other people helping me on a good weekend. I'm never gonna, how's God gonna ever do anything with me? And the other problem that hit me with my confidence was people pleasing. I was a deeply disturbed people pleaser, where it just
that 5 times fast.
Yeah,
exactly.
I can't say it 5 times fast. That's for sure. Can hardly say it 1 time slow. The whole thing is I kept trying. I mean, it kept me up at night trying to make everybody happy, and I had to get consensus before I could make any kind of decision. And it hit me years later. I mean, like almost halfway into my ministry life, where finally somebody said, Tom, you've got a bigger fear of man than you have a bigger fear of God.
Ooh,
that's a good word. You can preach that, man. That's a preachable word right there.
That's season 3, everybody.
We're gonna have an episode about this. There is one coming, just a little teaser. How I broke through that was a huge thing for me, and that's where, to me, I felt like my confidence really took off, and I finally got comfortable in my own skin and was able to lead the way God wired me to lead. With that boldness. And so, I can't wait to get into some of this kind of conversation, because I'm telling you, in fact, one of the things that we're going to do this season, is this Ask Us Anything. And so
Laying it all out this year.
That's right.
Little AMA.
The
Little
mic
AMA,
is
I love it.
open.
Yeah.
There will not be another kid ministry podcast that is real and relevant like what we're going to be. I'm going to say that boldly.
That's right.
That I think
There you go.
people are going to hear the raw, unfiltered in this season. We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of it all, because we don't have it all together.
No.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that, and yeah, I agree, Ben. I think some of the guests that God brought us in season 2, Matt Markins, and David Roush. Oh my gosh, that Feeding Faith book, I'm
that
still
David
chewing
one
on.
was so good.
Ooh,
Still eat.
Yeah.
Still.
I'm curious. What were some of your favorite episodes?
I don't think that's fair.
I mean, you just threw out my 2. Like those, both of those.
I was gonna say, shoot. I didn't make Matt's because I was sick, but the David one is stuck out with me, and stuff that I read in that book, I've gone back and forth and re-implemented and rethought and all that type of stuff. That would have to be,
But I'm a huge Jim Weidman fan. That was amazing.
Oh man,
like I could sit down and just listen to him talk for hours. But we only gave him like 40 minutes, so I think
which was not enough time. We should bring him back.
We need more.
No,
Jim needs to come back for season 3. I think.
Yeah, he will.
Another teaser.
I like the
we
Jim
are just
one.
dropping all of the teasers in episode 1.
There you go.
Tom's trying really hard to keep secrets here, and
I'm
not liking it.
It's like Christmas. I can't. I'm not even gonna try.
I will say,
I'll be honest.
the last
I'll be
episode,
honest. The Jim one, I forgot we were recording. I was just listening to Jim, man.
that last celebration one was pretty exciting too. Like just to think of how far God has brought this ministry, Kid Ministry Collective, from where it was to now, the opportunities to, coach and mentor people and just, give the wisdom that God has given us and to literally just talk about it. Because I know there's people out there asking questions. And so we're just going to talk about it and
that's right.
Blame it on the people.
That's right.
It's their question, not ours.
Like Cole, the Jim Weidman one, like all of our guests were amazing. But with Jim, he just has a way of drawing you in where you forget that you're like, oh, I'm supposed to be hoping to ask
interviewing,
not taking notes. But with him, he just reminds us that leaders are learners and we're always learning. And I think that's why I love that episode, because we were on the podcast, but we were also taking away so much information. And I think another one of my favorite episodes, I don't know as much as an information that we gave, but it was just really, really fun to record, is I'm Over It. All of the fun things that we're just in children's ministry. I just thought that was a way that we can just sometimes not be as serious with ourselves and just talk about, again, the real, the raw, the fun, the things that just annoy us. But at the end of the day, who we get to serve. So that episode was really fun.
That was a good one. That was a lot of fun. And it was real and raw and straight. And I think, honestly, if you're, to our listeners and friends, that's what we want more of. And we've heard you even say that's one of the things we love about the KMC podcast compared to other ones out there is that, we're going to do it that way. And sometimes, like the intro says, we're going to make you laugh, cry, think. We want to challenge you. We want you to push back. We want to keep conversations going. And like Ben did this fantastic graphic in our Facebook group about the mic is open. We want people to come in to the virtual table and talk. We're tired of watching people feel alone. And so we're going to find ways, and a little teaser, there's some things brewing and being built that will bring people to the table. And
sweet tea? Are you brewing sweet tea?
No, I'm not a
You northern people don't understand.
No, I do. I do know. I do know. I just live in the north.
Yeah.
I know about
we
it.
Get it.
So I do have a question, and
If you're
I
going to
just want
put
to know.
6 cups of sugar in tea, you might as well drink a Mountain Dew.
I could do that too.
Yep.
But I
two
do have
hands.
a
Two hands,
question
Tom.
because I'm feeling guilty, kind of, as we're talking about the things that season 2 brought our way. Confidence is another word we just brought up. But my question is, how many of you have caught yourself busting out some Dylan Arms worship music for kids by
Every
yourself in your
Sunday.
car?
Uh-huh.
By yourself in your car. Since
What?
that podcast recording, that one right there, I'm just like, okay, I'm dancing and looking like a fool. I had a car pull up next to me. It was a truck. And I'm like, hello, God. And the guy just literally laughed his socks. I don't know if he even had socks because he was driving, but he was laughing at me. And all I could say was, kids music, it's rocking. And so I feel
Yep.
guilty to claim that I'm listening to kids worship
No
music.
guilt. No
But-
guilt
Don't
or
feel
shame.
guilty.
So
No
good.
guilt
No
or
guilt.
shame
So
here.
There
good.
is no judgment at the virtual round
That is
table.
right.
Come on, Ben.
No. Come on now, Ben.
And
I
I listened to it
already-
at work.
Oh.
So-
I used it for one of my team meetings on prayer. Like
Oh, yeah.
about like talking about prayer. I opened a team meeting with it and taught my team about prayer with his song.
yeah. There you
But
go.
were you by yourself? That's the question.
I had to be by myself in the morning when I was getting
Yeah.
ready, like listening to it for
Okay.
5 times.
Very nice.
No,
So good.
Yeah, I had it playing at work, in my ear pods first, and then when my coworker walked out, it went back to the speaker, and of course he came walking back in, and he gave me this look like, "What are you listening to?" I don't care.
Hello, God.
Yeah, it's just an awesome song, man. I mean,
So
all of
good.
them are. And so, yeah, that was a fun, especially because I'd never met him before in person.
Yeah.
And now, it's like knowing Yancey. When you know the person creating the music, it just brings something more special to it, that
It
them,
does.
their heartbeat behind. I had no idea his background, and now that I know it, and we celebrate, them announcing that their baby is coming, and
So fun.
all that was
Yes.
like,
That was
we already
awesome.
had the inside scoop.
We did.
And but we didn't let it out. We
We
didn't
did let it out. Look at us. So
I know.
good.
Are we
We
sure
did.
it's already out? It's already out, right?
Yes.
We didn't
Oh,
let it
yeah.
out this time.
It was he made it Facebook official.
No, I know. I'm just messing. I'm just messing.
All of a sudden I started to panic.
Now we bring Dylan and his wife on, and here you
Yeah.
go. We just did your birth
Yeah.
announcement.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't say what kind of kid, what kid it was. We just
What
Yeah.
kind
So
of
did-
didn't do
kid?
it.
What kind of kid?
What kind of kid? Gender reveal.
That would be
and-
fun.
and
Maybe
by the
we
way-
want to do that.
Yeah.
We can
And
invite.
by the way, we were talking about Ron, or the celebration episode. While we're recording this, Ron is in with a missions team in Guatemala.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's gonna love it when I reveal his little thing. He went and they were introducing themselves, and he speaks the language, so he just introduced himself as Ronaldo, and so all of the kids are like, "You don't look like the soccer guy."
Yep.
But then he was out there playing soccer, and they started chanting his name and everything, and he thought it was great. But he's putting on a Bible school, and then he was showing me pictures of where they're at, and they're up in the mountains. They literally could only take a truck so far, and then they had to pack everything and hike it up the mountain.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
he's showing me where these kids are, and they have a dirt soccer field, and the soccer goal where it's facing is literally on the edge, and then it goes down
No.
the side of a hill. And I'm like, dude, there's no net. How do they play soccer with
That's
that,
why
with the
they're good
ball
at
going?
soccer.
So
Yeah.
we're actually praying, and if you're hearing this, join us in prayer that God will provide a way for us to get a soccer net and a backstop net for these kids. We are
Yeah.
trying, Ron and I are trying to figure out how we can make this happen without having to make them wait a whole year. Ron's team was going to go back again next year, I believe, or at least a team is going back, and whether we have to send it with them or not. But anyway, I just thought it was a fun thing that here we talk about being an international podcast, that now they're going to find out about us in Guatemala. Which
I
I thought
saw
was
he
pretty cool.
took a couple of Dewey dragons in his suitcase. He
Yep,
snuck in.
he did. He did.
That's awesome.
And he's even got an OG, the first Restoring Leaders Retreat backpack. He's got with him too. So I've seen the Restoring Leaders logo going around in Guatemala too, which is pretty cool. So
It's what we
So you've
want.
been hinting at all these like things coming in this season. Like, can you spill some beans, Tom? Any beans?
Any beans to be spilled?
Any jumping beans,
Like-
names, we name drop.
What is different? I know you've mentioned like we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff, but like, why should somebody literally subscribe today and make this a part of their weekly thing? Like,
Yeah.
you're on an elevator, you have 10 seconds, hit it.
Yep. I will say, because what we're going to focus on is making things more practical. If you're not watching the
I'm
YouTube
excited.
channel, you really
You
should
gotta watch
be.
the YouTube channel.
You really got to watch YouTube on this one, because we are going to hit some topics. We're going to do a little extended series. So we'll hit on recruiting and getting clarity with volunteers and leadership, confidence, and health, and sustainable paces and culture and all sorts of different things. And so why would I say listen? Because we're going to try to be that person that can walk alongside of you, so that as you're listening, you're going to be like, yeah, these people get us, and they get me, and they're my team, and I'm part of their team, and we want you to know that we're here, and that's why we're going to do the Ask Us Anything episodes. We might even, okay, here comes another teaser. We might even record live where you can actually come join in and actually talk to us live
How
from
about
the
them
audience.
Gotta make
There's
sure
some
that
beans.
the tech works. But yes,
Yes.
let's do it.
Yeah, that
So-
will be fun.
Yes.
There will
That
be.
We are going to
It's
have
scary.
exciting.
we are going to
And-
have some
And
fun.
if, like,
And I
they
think
have
this
really good
episode
questions, but they
Yeah.
don't want to be on camera. We can do that off camera too.
Oh,
but
absolutely. Absolutely. You don't
come
have to get
join
on
us.
camera.
have
You
some fun.
can call in by phone, just audio, whatever. But I think why would I listen? Because you're going to get coaching, you're going to get encouragement, you're going to get challenged. And if you don't want any of that, fine, don't listen. But if you want to see your ministry grow, you want to see yourself grow, we want to invite you into the table and talk with us. And we
And
want
we're
you to
gonna bring
feel like
some
we're
really
sitting with
cool
you.
Guests, I heard.
Yep. That's what I
Mhm.
heard.
I was
I
hoping
heard.
he was going to spill some beans on that one, but
That's really
will
what Ben
say-
wanted to hear.
I
Well, there's
was
this guy
ready.
Ben, Big Kid Ben.
Yeah,
He's
we know
pretty
him.
cool.
Yeah.
But I will say, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Let's just leave it at that. I'm excited to actually talk to other people. Not that I don't like you
Yes.
guys, but like the
Oh.
world is huge and there's kid ministers everywhere. Small churches, medium churches, large churches. And man, I'm ready to grow my brain. Like to maybe it'll grow hair in its place.
Mm.
Like feeding these.
Maybe it'll grow hair.
Maybe.
Maybe. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I think this season we've got a lot of great topics. We got a lot of ideas. We're still looking, and if you're part of the Kid Ministry Collective Facebook group, by all means, throw us some more ideas. Or if you know of a guest, or maybe you're even willing to come on and have a conversation with us.
Maybe we need a fifth seat at the round table,
Ooh. Maybe.
As opposed to
maybe.
the hot seat, it's the fifth seat.
It's the
Yes,
fifth seat,
the fifth
the
seat.
center seat.
There you go.
Ooh.
Ooh,
There we
like
go.
that.
There we go. So yeah, I think it's going to be great. So, all right, yeah, we better wrap this thing up. And before we do though, I want to give a little challenge, because that's one of the other reasons I think you ought to listen, is because every week we're going to try to boil it down with some teachable things that you can take away, some questions you can ask yourself, things that you can implement right away. And here's one thing you can do right away. If you haven't subscribed or followed the podcast on your podcast platform, or if you haven't gone over and subscribed to the YouTube channel, I would ask, would you go do that? Would you hit that button and let us know that you're listening? We want to see that subscriber number jump in both the audio and the video. And so we would love for you to do that. And one more challenge.
Ooh,
We're going to put in the
one.
show notes. Yeah. Well, I'm giving you 2 this week. Is we're putting out the Better Together newsletter. This is a newsletter that's going to give you tips, tricks, links to different resources, research, encouragement, all sorts of stuff. And it won't take long to read. So it's not one of those things that, you have to just, you're going to get drowned with stuff. We're going to try to give you really super helpful stuff and make it worth your while to open your inbox. And so the link to join that newsletter will be in the show notes. So if you're not part of our subscriber list, come join it. We would love to have you be a part of it. I think that's going to do it.
Yes. Where the KMC team brings you practical insight. Creative.
There we go.
There it is.
I'm subscribed.
There it is.
I am subscribed. Done.
I'm really glad you're subscribed
That's
our
good.
podcast.
It's about time you subscribed.
But I already heard it. I sat here and listened to the whole thing when we recorded it.
Oh, man.
I am so excited for this season, though. And not just because we get to be back together, but I mean, leaders are learners and we grow together. And I grow every single week on the podcast through our chats, through the people we bring on. And so it is going to be a great year full of challenges and more.
That's right.
Yep.
All right. That's going to wrap up this episode 1. Get ready for episode 2 coming at you. I'm Tom.
I'm Cole.
I'm Ben.
I'm Vicky. Until next time.
All right.
Hey, friend, that wraps up the KMC Collective Podcast for this week. Thanks so much for listening. If today's episode sparked something, an idea, a heartbeat, or a fresh start, drop us a line at tom@tombump.com or reach out on social media. We'd love to hear your story and keep the conversation going. Remember, you're not just doing kids ministry, you're shaping the next generation's faith with intention and care. Be encouraged, be creative, and take a breath. You've got this. Catch you next time on the KMC Collective Podcast.